Hello, this is my series on my random experiences in astrology. This is Shanker Adawal, and today I will talk about Mars in second house. It's not supposed to be very good, and people criticize it, but I have a contrary opinion. Mars in second house is very good, especially if you're the eldest brother. It's going to be very good. You're going to look after younger brothers, and you will be the leader of the family. Mars in second house, even if you are not the eldest brother, it is always a planet which will give you in plenty. You will feed people, you will get money, and get money in ample. Even if you don't do any work, money would come, money would flow. So Mars in second gives a flow of money, excepting that it should not be afflicted by Buddha or by Ketu or by Shani, Saturn. The planets which are against it should not be afflicted by those planets. And when I talk about affliction, I talk about 5th, 9th, 7th, 12th, the 12th house. So all houses are important, even third. So this should not be afflicted by Saturn, especially Mercury. Mercury and Mars will create problems. And if Mercury and Mars are together, or if it is afflicted by Mercury, then of course all the results would be negative, and it would create issues in terms of money, in terms of his शान शौकत इज्जत जो होती है वो बहुत इसमें कमी हो जाएगी. Otherwise, Mars is second house. The only thing which I've seen is that you should take care of your brothers, even if you are a younger brother or the elder brother. Take care of your brothers. Do not fight with your brothers. Welcome your brothers in the family. It will add to the impact of Mars. Second house is also the house where it is supposed that Rahu and Ketu is both talk to each other in second house. It is the place of their, being there, Rahu and Ketu both. And when Rahu and Ketu both are there, Mars silences Rahu. And when Rahu gets silenced and Ketu is there silently without Rahu, with Rahu being silenced, Ketu is the planet of happiness. So there is ample amount of happiness which is there. I'm not saying when Mars should be with Ketu. I'm trying to explain that, Mars in second will also subdue Rahu. When it subdues Rahu in the negative, the negative impact of Rahu has positive impacts also. Negative impacts of Rahu, it will give you wealth. It will give you a person who takes care of his brothers. It will give you a person who actually gives money to others. It's also a very good place for your in-laws will prosper after marriage. It's in prosperity of in-laws will be very high. I find some people may get money from their in-laws, and also it leads to good happy married life. Contrary to what it gives you a good happy marriage, it may not make you stay in a large family together, but it does not impact married life as people say. It does not impact your married life. It doesn't make you stay in a kutum, which is not important these days. To see the desh kal patra, it is not important. So it's not, won't say you the joint family of 50, 60 people. That may not happen. First all the brothers, sisters, everybody, chacha, tau, nephew, niece, everybody used to stay together in one big haveli, what you used to call a big, or in a fort kind of a thing, or a big house, as you see in India. So that may not happen, which is not relevant today, but otherwise you will be a person of means, you will be a person feeding, the in-laws will prosper, you will get money from the in-laws, and also a good married life and children. So that is what is the power of Mars in second house when not afflicted by any of the planets. And suppose it has planets like Sun, Jupiter in the 8th house, in the 8th house, 10th house. 8th house and 10th house, if it has Jupiter, it will again give you very good results in terms of amplifying the results of Mars, especially Jupiter in the 8th or 10th house, even Sun in the 8th and 10th house, and Mars in the second house. The planets which are friendly to Mars, if they are in the 8th and 10th house, it amplifies the effect of Mars in second house. But planet in 8th, that particular planet will have its own impact. Astrology, like life, is a mix of things. Life is always a mix, and that is what astrology says. You may have one thing in plenty, and you may not have another thing. So Mars in second house, that way very goes. Mars in 4th house is also good, but has its own own drawbacks in terms of, Mars in 4th house. I've seen people who make millionaires, but they themselves don't have any money. That is one characteristic I've seen Mars in 4th house. You may make millionaires, you can have billions of rupees on your call to give it to somebody. That power would be there, but you yourself will not be a very man of riches. That is what Mars does in 4th house. Mars in 8th house is not very good. It is not good at all. Mars in 12th house is very good. So this is my view on Mars, but here I was talking more about Mars in the 2nd house, and please try this out. And for knowing more about me, go to shankerstudy.com, Shanker with E, Shanker, and you'll have my research, my books, and the articles which I write. I'm writing a book which will come out in Diwali, which is again, a combination of some rare scriptures which I've got translated. I'm reading them and trying to unify them and trying to come to a vector. People in astrology would be interested. It will come out through Prabhat Publications. That is the publisher I prefer, who takes out my astrology books, and you would get it from him and from Amazon, of course. So that's it. And anything you want to know from me, please write to me. Thanks, and bye for now. Have a good day.